And he tells us that unless we become as children, we will not enter the kingdom of heaven. So I had to, when I came to Jesus, I was glad to put away my intellectual snobbery and pride and pursuit. But anyways, he doesn't call us to be stupid or blatantly stupid, but intellectual pride is just folly. Anyways, so I did delve into the occult, but at some point in the occult, I decided I need to have a deity. Most people would choose something. I had an affinity for Hecate and stuff like that, but my pursuit was really about learning what it meant to love. And the one that demonstrated love and what love means of all the deities, the only one I knew of that even came close was Jesus Christ, because he's the one that came to earth to die for us, to save us, all because of love. So Jesus Christ became my deity, even though I was in the occult. And studying the occult. I was a solitary practitioner. I wasn't a part of a coven or anything like that. Everything I did was solitary. And so Jesus Christ was my deity. Um, well, it came a point in time when I had been working for a family out of Hollywood, and when I married my husband, they fired me. And so, as a result of that, I couldn't find the work enough to afford my home. So I was 2.5 years from paying off my home. So my husband and I lost our home, and that's when we began the homeless journey. And we did have about almost 3 years when my dad was dying parked in a RV in a park. Um, at one time, and that was a nice reprieve, but we got extracted back out into a homeless type of situation, and we've been living in a van. And we are now presently trying to save to get into a trailer because of our age and our health issues. It's just becoming really difficult to be in a van. So, but at some point during our relationship, we often would rely heavily, before my husband started getting his disability, on churches to help us, because we couldn't get by. We didn't have anything and any resources, and we didn't have Social Security or disability or any of that. So, and my husband couldn't sustain employment because he had some issues. And I didn't try to get employment because I just spent my days and my time trying to be a helpmate to my husband. But we did find a church to attend for a while, and I was pretty excited. And that's when my journey back to Jesus started, because I could have Jesus and the occult in this church because it was a universalist church. And so in this church, nobody went to hell, everybody went to heaven. And just so I that church worked for me. I really liked it. There were some things about it I didn't like so much, is that it was very much associated with Bethel and some of this healing and prophetic stuff that I just thought, well, I didn't think I knew about it because I has sensitivity, familiarity with familiar spirits, if you will, which are demons. And I knew that the demons in the church, one day I was talking to a girl, it was daytime, and the toilet down the hall just flushed by itself. And she looked at me, she goes, "Oh, well, sometimes it does that." And I'm thinking, and I would feel the demons there. I knew they were there. And these prophetic people would come in, and they were prophesying based on information that demons were giving them. But I wasn't afraid of that. But I had disdain for it, because a lot of that, uh, it was prosperity gospel, that God just wants to give you jewelry and homes and all this wonderful stuff. And so I disdained that part of it, but the part about everybody goes to heaven, that was great. And the church let us park on the property for months at a time, and they became like family to us. And I really still to this day love the people, and I pray for them. But God showed me one time that 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 belief is a direct line to hell. It's incorrect. Um, there was a time in February, early February, I believe, late January, early February of 2019.